Hey everybody, OBjeff here. Today I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the new Overwatch character, Orisa. Orisa has just been launched today on the test server, so everything I say here may change by the time she goes live, but in this video I want to dive in, take a look at some of the skins, emotes, go through that really quickly, but ultimately what I want to show you is all of her abilities, go through them step by step, show you some ins and outs of how they work. Before I do that, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to the OBjeff channel, please do so now. Alright, I'm going to jump straight in because I want to get to the good stuff. Skins, there's 9 skins to start for Orisa. The first one's pretty basic, and all the other standard ones are just color variations, which are fairly colorful, so if you like that sort of thing, you'll be happy. Camouflage is a military style camouflage. I think 76 is the only other one that has anything similar. But really cool designs on the horns. I really like the small little details that they put on this one. Carbon fiber's my favorite. We have the carbon fiber black, along with this really cool green glass, which is a really good combo, good color combo. Reminds me of a Diva / Lucio mix. This one is sort of a bug model. They added this little bug horn on the front. I think it's called Denestine. I don't know, they could have picked an easier name. Anyway, Megasoma is the next one, also has the bug. A little disappointing for a legendary, just has a few little muddy spots on them. I'm assuming this is supposed to be bug-like. I don't know. Protector's the next one. This one's pretty cool too, not quite as cool as the carbon fiber, but does reuse the green glass along with a different color scheme in the game. Now I want to jump into emotes. So the emotes are very lacking. There's only 2. So we have Halt, which is pretty awesome. I do like this one. You get the stop hand, and then you get the come forward now. Then we have Kick and Dirt, which is typical of a dog. Victory poses, there are 3. We have Confident, which is pretty standard. We have Flex, which is something that I believe Reinhardt does. And then we have just the Halt. So this is just the hand sticking out. No voice lines yet, just the one standard.
Following my programming.
Sprays, nothing is loaded specific to Orisa yet. And then highlight intros, we have Keeping You Safe. Oh, hi. And then Supercharger, this is where they show her all. So those are pretty cool. Let's take a quick look at the weapon. So this is part of her arm. It's pretty slick looking. I like it. Pretty simple. It's open here, which is a cool concept. And then to see it in the gold format, it's pretty nice. I think that's pretty sharp looking. Alright guys, I hit the practice range. I'm going to test out all the different abilities. The first thing I'm going to start off with is the primary weapon, the fusion driver. It's a projectile weapon, does 12 damage per bullet. You slow down when you shoot at 2.75 meters per second, just like Diva. You have a rate of fire of 12 rounds per second, and with a 200 round clip, that's 16.66 seconds of nonstop fire. In Overwatch, that's a really, really long time. With a 200 round clip and 16.66 seconds of nonstop fire, a 2.5 second reload is really, really fast. Critical hits and headshots are eligible. Some things that you should know about the primary shot. So the shot itself is a projectile, so it does take a little bit of time to reach the target. Very similar to Lucio, not anything new. The other thing that you need to know is there's bullet spread. So as I shoot, you can see the variation in bullets and how far they go. And it seems to be quite significant at 40 meters, where some of these shots I'm outright missing. As with any projectile, you're going to need to lead your target. So as targets move, you're going to need to shoot ahead of the target to ensure you hit the target. So be sure you give Orisa a test run before you get out there on the field, so you just understand that range. The other nice thing is, with the 200 round clip, you're going to be shooting for 16 seconds straight. Sometimes you're going to lose track of how much ammo you have left. The nice thing about Orisa is once I get close to the 0 count marker is going to give you an audible noise so you know when you're running out of bullets. We'll listen to that right now. There you go. So really cool to know. I think these primary weapon tips will help folks out, especially when they're just jumping in day one. Next up, I want to show you the Fortify ability. So the Fortify is your shift ability, and the Fortify allows you to have 4 seconds of 50% damage reduction. Cooldown takes about 10 seconds. The nice thing is it reduces or it eliminates any movement impairing ability. So as I get shot by these test dummies, you can see that's about 4 damage per second, or 4 damage per shot. When I throw up the Fortify, I'm taking 2 damage. It lasts for the 4 seconds, and then I drop out with a 10 second. So the 10 second doesn't start until the Fortify falls off. So it is going to be about a 14 second overall cooldown, something you need to be aware of. The next ability I want to talk about is the Shield Barrier. Shield Barrier is a shield that you can throw out and creates a arced shield, so you can get on the inside and have some protection from the sides. The shield has 900 health and has a damage meter, just like Reinhardt. The cooldown on the shield is going to be 20 seconds. I'm sorry, the cooldown on the shield is 12 seconds, and the duration of the shield itself, if it doesn't break, is 20 seconds. The nice thing is the shield cooldown starts whenever you throw the shield out, as opposed to when the shield goes away. But the shield is something that is thrown, and just to give everyone an idea on how far you can move it. So just a direct shot straight forward, you get approximately about 15 meters of distance, but if you do angle up a little bit, you can get much more distance, which in a scenario of running back into a battle, you could get some significant distance. So aiming up, you get significant more difference. There was 15 meters on the straight throw, and this one gives me about 35 meters. Alright guys, this is a cool ability. This is Halt. Halt is essentially a graviton that pulls your targets together. It's got an 8-second cooldown. It's got a radius of about 8 meters. When I first started using this ability, I kept throwing it on the ground to activate it. One of the things that I found is that you do not actually have to hit the ground to activate it. If you hit the right click button while it's in the air, it will activate its ability and still pull targets out. So as you can see, I cannot see the test dummies. As I shoot this out, if I hit the right click button, it will pull them out, and they are exposed, and I can kill them. Amazing. I like that ability. The combo I want to show you is the Shield Barrier along with the Halt. I think this is pretty awesome. If you're doing a full frontal assault and you got a few guys coming at you, you can toss out your Shield Barrier and then go ahead and toss out your ult and suck them on this side of the shield so that you're... Alright, the very last thing I want to show you is the ult. It's the Supercharger. The Supercharger is going to give you damage amplification, just like Mercy's right-click ability. The damage amplification, it comes in the form of almost like a totem. It's got 200 health, gives you a damage bonus of 50%. It's got a 25-meter radius with a duration of 15 seconds. So I'm going to show this off really quick. I'm going to put it on the 0 meter, so you see the totem goes down. You do have a beam that indicates that you are getting the bonus. And as I hit the 25-meter mark, I still have it. It does give you a little leeway of going out the full 30 meters before it really breaks, which is really nice. Another thing you need to know about the ult Supercharger, as I drop this down, the beam indicates that I'm getting the buff along with the arrows floating up on my screen, so that's an indicator knowing that you have the buff. One thing I found out is it is a line of sight, so while I am still within range, I do not get the buff around the corner, which is a little disappointing. It limits that ult's ability. Alright, I want to thank you for stopping by and checking this out. This is everything you need to know about Orisa on day 1. I'm OBjeff. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more of OBjeff, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be putting out more information on Orisa as we get closer to launch. Really excited about that. Take care, guys.